Happy morning, my dear students. That is, life is more precious than anything. Now, corona cases are being increased in Erode city. So, stay home, be safe in home. Let us start the today's session. We can see a small recap of the previous week. In the previous week, we had seen what is meant by binomial nomenclature, and we had seen some of the characteristic features of the phylum 1, Porifera, phylum 2, Coelenterata, and phylum 4, Platyhelminthes. We not see the phylum 3, that is Ctenophora, which is not included in your textbook. So we had seen the phylum 1, Porifera, phylum 2, Coelenterata, then phylum 4, Platyhelminthes. Up to this, we had seen in the last class. Now, today we are going to see the remaining 7 phyla in detail.
Phylum 5, Ascomynthus. This phylum includes all roundworms. Roundworms means it is somewhat thread-like. There we see in the phylum Platyhelminthes, that is a flatworm. Here a slight difference, their worm will be round structure. Here also it is a bilaterally symmetrical body. What is meant by bilaterally symmetrical body? Through the central axis, when the body is cut, it will be divided into right and left half. That is the bilaterally symmetrical animal. Then triploplastic, I already told you know, triploplastic means ectoderm, mesoderm, endoderm. Animals having all these 3 layers are included in this Ascomynthus. Then pseudocoelomate. Pseudo means false. I already told you know, pseudo means false. In this Ascomynthus, animals having a false coelom. It is a false coelom is present. Then these worms are free living in soil or as a parasite. Here some of the worms are also live in the soil. Then some of them act as a parasite, that it select the host and it lives in the body of the host organism. Then what about the body? The body is round and pointed at both ends. The body is round. In flatworm, why we see in the flatworm, that is Platyhelminthes, no, the body is somewhat flat. Here the body is round and pointed at both the ends, that is the anterior end and posterior end having a pointed end. I will show you in picture, then you will be clear. After I complete this, I will show you a picture. Then unsegmented body covered by a cuticle, thin cuticle. This body is a smooth, it is not segmented, that is it is not divided into any compartments. So it is called as unsegmented body. Then for us, our body is covered by a skin, you know, that is all our body are covered by a thick coat, that is skin. Here for this worm, their body is covered by a thin cuticle. Okay, the cuticle is the outer covering of the body. Then what about the sexes? Sexes means male and female. Here the sexes are separated. In the last phylum we had seen what is the hermaphrodite. Hermaphrodite means that is male and female are in the same animal, I told you. But here in roundworm, the sexes are separated, that is having a male worm and a female worm. Okay, these worms are also called as nematodes. Some of the worms included in Ascomynthus are called as nematodes. It is nothing but it is also a worms. It causes some of the diseases in human. These worms, these roundworms, causes some of the disease to the human. A common disease for human is elephantiasis and ascaris. Elephantiasis. Elephantiasis is in Tamil, it is called as yanai kal. Then ascariasis. Then these are caused by 2 worms. That is the elephantiasis and ascaris is nothing but it is the name of the disease. Okay. Then what is the causative agent for this disease is, I will give you an example. First one is ascaris. This ascaris worm causes a disease that is called as ascariasis. Ascariasis is nothing but the name of the disease. Then Wuchereria. Wuchereria is nothing but the name of the worm which causes a disease that is called as elephantiasis. This causes a disease called as elephantiasis.
Look at this picture. This is the picture of roundworm. The left side it is a male worm, the right side it is a female worm. Look it is a round thread-like worm. The ends are pointed. Both the ends are pointed, and the worms are not segmented. Smooth body surface. The worms are not segmented worms.
We are going to see the 6 phyla Annelida. Phylum Annelida having animals that is segmented worms. Here also, this phylum also includes some of the worms. The worms having a segmented body, that is body is divided into some small compartments. So it is called as segmented worms. Here the body is bilaterally symmetrical. It is bilaterally symmetrical. Here also same thing, that is the body. When I cut through the central axis, the body is divided into a right and the left half. Then triploplastic, tri means I told you that is 3, having ectoderm, endoderm and mesoderm. This Annelida phylum having 3-layered body wall. Then eucoelomate, here a true coelom animal. First true coelomate animal is Annelida, phylum Annelida. Phylum Annelida includes a true coelomate animals. It is having a eucoelomate or coelomate or a true coelomate animal. Then coming to the system, it is an organ system grade of organization. What is it? Organ system grade of organization. Here organ along with some supporting systems helps in doing the function. So it is called as organ system grade of organization. This we can see in the levels of organization itself. So okay, then coming to the body. What about the body? Here the body is divided into some segments. That is segments. Body is divided into some segments. It is called as compartments. The segments are called as metameres. Each segment of the body we call it as metameres, which is joined. These metameres, each and every metameres are joined by a ring-like structure that is called as annuli. These metameres joined together by a ring-like structure that is called as annuli. Clear? That is the body. Here also the body is covered by a thin cuticle, that is outer covering of the body, that is called as cuticle. Then what about locomotion? What is meant by locomotion? That is movement, how the animal move, that is called as locomotion. We are moving with the help of our legs. Then how these worms move? Either it is having some leg. No, it is not having leg. It is having an organ that is called as setae and parapodium. Setae and parapodium are the locomotory organ in the animal Annelida. Then what about the sexes? Here sexes are either united or separated. That is either it will be male and female worm. Some of the organisms in the phylum having an individual male and female worm, and some of them having both male and female reproductive organ in itself. Clear? That is called as hermaphrodite. Some of them are hermaphrodite and some of them are male and female individuals. Here a common example for this phylum Annelida is Nereis and earthworm leech. A very good example, Nereis, earthworm and leech. I will show you in picture how the body is segmented and what about the annuli we can see in the picture.
Look at this picture. On the left side it is a earthworm, on the right side it is a leech. Watch carefully. The body is segmented, that is small compartments is there. These compartments are joined by a small yellowish structure, no, in the earthworm. Watch carefully, the yellowish structure, some ring like, no, that is called as annuli. That is the body is covered by a thin cuticle. These are very good example for the phylum Annelida. Here the earthworm lives in the soil and the leech lives as a parasite which suck the blood from the animals.
That is Arthropoda. Phylum 7, Arthropoda. This Arthropoda means, arthro means join, ortho means join, then poda means foot. Here the animals with jointed legs. Animals having a jointed legs, that is legs are jointed, that is three portions are there in the legs are jointed. So the animals are called as joint legged animals. It is one of the largest phylum in the animal kingdom. It is one of the largest phylum in the animal kingdom. Then bilaterally symmetrical, the body is bilaterally symmetrical, that is the central plane of axis cut the body into right and left half. Then triploplastic having the three germ layers, ectoderm, endoderm and mesoderm. Then coelomate animal, the animal having a true coelom, that is a space between the body wall and the digestive tract. Then what about the body? That is in arthropod the body is divided into head, thorax and abdomen. The body having a three divisions, that is the head, thorax and abdomen. That is three distinct portions are seen in this phylum. Then each segment, that is head bears a pair of jointed legs, then thorax bears a pair of jointed legs, then abdomen bears a pair of jointed legs. These three portion having a jointed legs. What is meant by jointed legs? It is legs having three distinct portions. These portions are jointed. Then what about exoskeleton? Exoskeleton is made up of chitin. Exoskeleton is made up of chitin. That is internal skeleton we call it as bones. So here exoskeleton is made up of chitin. Chitin, it is a layer, that is outermost covering of an animal. It will shed periodically. What is meant by shedding? Shedding it will be removed from the body periodically. So the process, that is casting off and regrowing exoskeleton is called molting. Casting off and regrowing exoskeleton. What is meant by molting? That is the chitin layer is shedding, that is this casting, that is removing of this chitin and regrowing of chitin is called as molting. That is called as molting. It is a special peculiar character in this phylum Arthropoda, that is it will molt continuously, that is it remove. For example, I will give you an example, that is snake. Snake will remove the outer skin, like that. This phylum animals, the insects remove the exoskeleton, that is called as molting. Body cavity is filled with hemolymph. Here what it happened means hemolymph. Lymph, it is a blood, a fluid which fills the body cavity is called as hemolymph. Then it is a open type circulatory system. Here circulatory system is open type. Why it is called as open type? Because here no blood vessels, the blood will bath throughout the body, so it is called as open type circulatory system. And coming to respiration, respiration is through body surface, gill or trachea. Here then how we respire? Through lungs. Here the insect respire through body surface. Even the body surface act as a respiratory organ. Then gills or trachea. Here trachea is called as an air tube like structure which helps in respiration of these insects. Then coming to excretion, excretion occurs by a Malpighian tubule or green gland. For us the excretion occurs through kidney, you know that. So for the phylum Arthropoda, here Malpighian tubules and green glands are present which is involved in excretion. Then what about the sex? Here sexes are separated. Sexes are separated means that is a male insect and female insect or individual insects are present in this phylum. Then coming to the example, prawn, crab, cockroach, millipedes, centipedes, spider and scorpion. These are some of the examples for the phylum Arthropoda. Let us see the diagram or a picture. I can explain you, then you will be clear about it.
This picture is an example for the phylum Arthropoda. The above is a millipede, the below is a centipede. Watch carefully, that is the millipede above. Each segment having a pair of two pair of legs. Each segment there is a pair of two legs. And in the centipede, watch carefully, it is clear in this picture, that is each segment having a single leg. That is generally millipede means it is having 1000 legs. It is the meaning, means millipede means 1000 legs, but most of the millipedes have only about 100 legs. And then what about centipede? Centipede means 100 legs, but most of the species having only 30 pairs of legs.